Hello everyone, this is Dan Kazmarek here at Campus Labs, your consultant that's working with you as you're putting some information here into planning and working on your annual report. Today I wanted to walk you through very quickly one of the last steps to make sure that your report's going to kind of print out in the way that you want it to, by building relationships inside of our system, and then also show you how you can generate your report for your end of the year in Gathering. Right now we're looking at the landing site inside of Compliance Assist, and we're just going to click on the planning button. I want to draw your attention to the homepage once again. If you're still working on getting data into the site, remember there is a training video that's available on Atomic Learning. There's a link here for you to access that video. There's also a little reminder about the in-gathering and when it's going to be, where it's going to be, etc. Up here, you'll also find this is where this recording. There'll be another little training video inside of Atomic Learning to kind of finalize your process of gathering your reports. So the first step that we're going to take to kind of finalize everything would be to go in and build relationships between some of the forms that we have inside of the system. So I'm just going to click on My Dashboard. And I'm going to click on either the Academic Support Annual Report tab or the Academic Annual Report tab. In this instance, I've assigned myself into the Institutional Effectiveness Office, and when I hop in there, you can see that I have all of my data that I've built into the site, my mission statement, the two goals that I'm tracking, their data, and my action steps for that data. Now, these areas here, my goal and the data for goal 1 and the action plan for goal 1 are all connected. And what we're going to do is go into the background of the system and build those connections. I like to think of it almost like a constellation. Right now we have separate stars, but I'm going to start drawing the lines that kind of create the image. One little tip here is as you're building things, and you can always go back and edit some of your old forms, it will make it easier if you have some kind of clear definition. In this instance, goal 1, colon, and then I have my information, goal 1, and here's my data. So having that indicator to kind of separate these the goal 1 from goal 2 information might be key. In order to build the relationships, I'm going to focus in on this data form because this data form connects upward to the goal that I'm tracking and then also downward to the action plan. So I'm going to click on goal 1's data. You can see here that at the top of the screen, next to that edit button where you've been doing most of your work, there's a button that says, or a tab that says related. And I'm going to click on that related tab to build the relationship inside of the system. So this first area here is going to say, okay, here is the relationship upward. So this goal data form is relating upward or supporting the goal, the general goal that I've tracked in that other form. So in order to build that connection, I'm just going to click on this add button. And then you can see here I have my goal 1 and goal 2. This is my goal 1 data, so it relates back up to goal 1. And I'll just check the box next to goal 1 and click add. And you can see there that that connection now has been made. This data form is also supported by the action steps that you took for that goal. So there's that relationship downward. In order to build that downward relationship, we just click add right here. And you can see here I have my action plan for goal 1 and goal 2. And this is all goal 1 information, so I'm just going to check the box next to that and click add. And now I've kind of built in the background these connections. So all my goal 1 information is now tied together in the background of the system. You'll want to do the same thing for your goal 2 information. Make sure that all of that is connected. So go through the same steps, hop into the goal 2 data form, and then build that connection upward and that connection downward. Once I'm done building my connection, I could just click close and everything's kind of saved. Now that those connections are built, now I can generate my report inside of the system. And in order to do that, you're just going to go up to this reports button at the top of the page. And you'll notice that your report is actually just sitting there waiting for you. You don't have to go through any sort of steps to actually create the report itself. We've already done that for you. So right now I have my academic support annual report. And in order to create that report, I'm just going to click on this button that says Generate. I can print out my report in PDF, Word, or Excel. I'm going to keep with PDF, but just know that you have those options in the future. The fiscal year is always going to default to the current one, the one that I'm working in, so you don't have to adjust that in any way. There's also a notification email that could be sent to you when the report is ready and being generated. Right now, you don't have to have that notification because it's going to be very quick. This report's going to generate very quickly. So in the future, though, if you're trying to pull multiple years worth of data out of the system, it might take 30 seconds to a minute. You can have that email sent to you so you're not kind of sitting here waiting for it. But I'm just going to click clear right here because I don't want that email. I don't need it. And now I'll just click on this button that says Generate Report. You can see here the status of my report being generated is in process, and now it's completed. Now that the report is ready, I'm just going to click on this download button, and here I have my report. Here's my mission statement that I put in there, that form, and then I have my Goal 1 data. And you can see now underneath Goal 1, I have this little arrow that's pointing to the Goal 1 data. That's indicating that little arrow is the relationship that we built. So it's actually, by building those relationships, all the information for Goal 1 is going to be indented underneath that kind of goal form. So there's my Goal 1 data. And then there's another indentation, and there is my action plan and steps for improvement. So once you've generated this report, you can go into the system here. You can save it on your computer, and you can print it out as well to bring to the inGathering. This report's also going to be kind of sitting here, so if I close, you'll notice that in the future, whenever you want to create the report, you can either regenerate it from scratch. So if you've added additional data into the system, you would come back here and just click Generate again, and it would give you that updated report. There's also going to be a button here that says History. That's going to show you all the times that you generated that report, and you can re-download that particular version of the report. You can always delete, if you're kind of doing some tests and stuff, you can delete them as well. And that's it. So those are your final steps in order to be ready for the inGathering. So just very quickly, once again, you'll go into my dashboard, click on the tab where your information is housed, and then just go into one of the both of the data forms and build the connections upward and downward. And then when you're ready for your report, just click on Reports and click Generate next to the report that is sitting there waiting for you. I'm really excited to hear what you are thinking about kind of putting some of this information into the site, and I hope your inGathering goes very, very well. Congratulations on all your hard work this semester and getting this information gathered together. And if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can also click on this help button up here and reach out to our support team, our compliance assist support team, by submitting a ticket. And my information's also on that landing site inside of some of those forms that some of the documents that we have for entering information. So enjoy the inGathering, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.